Hi everyone, welcome to EOC YouTube channel. Okay, so what topic am I going to share with everyone today? In fact, on my previous video, where I shared about my worst property mistake that I've made during my past 12 years journey as property investors. Little did I know that it would actually receive such an overwhelming response from all the audiences, and there are like so many comments. So there are even some who actually privately PM me on my handphone and tell me that they actually enjoyed and they have actually learned a lot from my video channel all this while. So some also told me that they would appreciate if, let's say, I can share topics more about my own experience when I was doing as a property investors and also as a property practitioner in Penang, Malaysia for the past 12 years. They are like more inclined to listen to real stories which I've encountered personally during this past 12 years journey. So I was thinking, okay, since that is what most of my audience prefer to watch, okay, so today I'm going to bring to everyone another personal encounter of myself during my past 12 years as a property investors and also practitioner, which is my encounter with haunted houses. I don't think so it would be a general thing where most people might have encountered it before, unless you are a property consultant or property investors who are actively viewing houses. So the chances of you encountering a house which is haunted, then the chances would actually increase. So it actually happened to me. I recall that it happened about more than 5 years ago. The first supernatural encounter that I encountered during one of my viewing of my properties happened more than 5 years ago. Okay, there was this double-story house at Alma area. Okay, at the point of time, that Alma area was still not as booming as now, because the Eon Jasco was not relocated to that area yet. But there was actually a lot of hearsay and rumors that Eon Jasco, which was previously located at Bandar Perda, would be relocated to Alma area very soon. So there was this double-story landed property in that area. Do you know that if you are local there, before the Yon Jasco Mall is relocated to that area, the housing prices in that area itself were pretty low, okay? Like a single story, like those medium to low cost, below 100k you can get it ready, even for sub-sale, no? Then double story is about 200 plus, below 300, no? But now if you were to check on Property Guru or Buddha.com, single story now actually rise up to about 200 plus, below 300, and then double story rise up to 400 plus, some even 500. So that's the power of shopping mall. Okay, back to my story. So there was this double story house where one of the agent actually showed it to me. This agent told me that it's very worth it because it's below market value. The owner is willing to let it go at around, I think, 210. Around there, owner willing to let go already, because this owner has been owning this property, I think, for ages, like more than 10 years. So it's a sub-sale property. So this agent was telling me that once if the shopping mall come over, the Yon Jasco come over, relocated to this area, then definitely the prices would actually rise up, which I also agree. But when we went into the house to view the house was totally emptied already. But you could see that this house was like emptied for, can I say ages? Because most of the furniture inside is like with you see there's a spider web, you know, dusty and all that. Like it has not been occupied for ages. So I still recall when I stepped into it, I have this sudden chill of goosebumps all over my body. So I could feel that something is not very right, but I was not sure what is it. So this agent kept telling me that it's below market value, because this agent know that I'm actually a property investor. So he said it's a good deal to buy. Like once if the Don Jasco mall is being relocated to this area, I can easily make a capital gain of 100k easily, okay? Because this owner is willing to let it go at around 210. Okay, so I was divided whether should I go with it with rational mind, looking at numbers, or what about the chill and goosebump that I felt. Then after that, I told this agent, I said, basing on the numbers, it looked good, but I don't feel good, you know. So I said, can you give me, I would like to bring my feng shui master along. I would like to make an appointment with my feng shui master, which I'll bring him along and get him to see if everything yummy or not. No? Of course, I didn't say that I feel the goosebump and all that lah. I just say that whether the feng shui and the whether it yummy or not. No? So after that, this agent also agreed. He said, okay. So I actually made an appointment for my feng shui master to come over and view. Then after that, I asked my feng shui master, I said, be frank, tell me, is there any other thing inside this house? Because I've got this chilly goosebump whenever I enter into this house. Of course, feng shui master, they will not tell you directly whether God, yes or no. But instead, my feng shui master told me that, okay, if you really want to invest into this house, you need to actually open up the roof, tear up the rooftop of this house, and let it be under the sunlight for minimum 7 days. So then I asked my feng shui master again, so does this mean that there is something inside here, this house? Again, he didn't give me a yes or no, he just said that you need to do that. So after that, I remember I consulted with my uncle. I said, hey, this feng shui master tell me that if I want to buy this house, I need to tear open the rooftop. But when I asked him whether got the thing inside the house, he just refused to say. Then my uncle told me, usually feng shui master, they won't tell you a straight answer whether yes or no, but if they ask you to tear open your rooftop and let it be under the direct sunlight for like 7 days or what, confirm means that some other stuff inside there also. Okay, if that is the case, then I'm not going to touch this property. Okay, I'm not that adventurous as an investor. Even though I love good deals like under market value deals, no, or buying properties which is yet to boom, with a catalyst that is going to boom, like a shopping mall is coming, but I just cannot find myself having to deal with this supernatural thing inside the property. Okay, I just don't feel good. So after that, after deliberate consideration, I decided to let go this deal. Okay, I'm not sure about y'all. Okay, I do know that there are some property investors who just went out to look for haunted houses because they know that usually this kind of houses, the demand is pretty low. It's a very niche market, then they can get at a very low price. So this is not my cup of tea. This was my first encounter with this supernatural haunted houses, also called. Okay, so before I get further into my second encounter with this haunted house, I would appreciate if you guys can give a thumbs up to my video. It means a lot to me and it also helps in the YouTube algorithm to reach out to more people. Okay, my second encounter with another haunted house was like, I think in a span of within the next year itself, I actually went to view another house also in Elma area. It's a single story, I remember, and because I know the mall is coming, so I'm pretty sure if I were to buy into that location, the property houses would actually increase when the mall is being relocated to that. So I went to see this house. I was like, a bit weird. Why? Because it seems that it's so clear that someone has just bought this house and they have just started renovation halfway and then now they want to sell it again. So I find it very weird because usually if you want to buy a house is not like a few dollars. It involves 100 over 1,000. You definitely would have do all your calculation and math well to make sure that you have enough money for renovation or that before you run ahead and buy it, right? So this agent told me that this buyer just bought over like less than 6 months and he wanted to buy it for own stays. That's why he did the renovation, but halfway he ran out of cash, so now he need to sell. But this story it's just no logic to me lah. Okay, then of course I told the agent, I said, okay, let me think over it again, because I know that area, even though a mall is coming, is going to increase in price. I also know that there are certain taman in that area that is actually prone to flood. And then of course I also have this eerie, chilly goosebump all over me, So I remember I did ask the agent, I said, this house okay, got any other thing, no? Of course the agent said no lah, maybe she also not very sure, but I have this same goosebump all over me, so I know that it could be very highly possible that it is Okay, so after I left, shortly the agent also left. But then after that, I did a U-turn back. Okay, I did a U-turn back because I want to actually ask the neighbors nearby to see, to understand who was residing in this house previously. So when I U-turned back, the agent was no longer there. So fortunately, there was this. This is a house that I viewed, right? That I felt chilly and eerie. After the house beside it, the second house, somehow the resident or the occupier inside actually was outside. So I managed to ask the occupier. I said, "Hey, can I ask this house last time who was staying? Was it family or what?" Then only this residents told me that, "Oh, this house last time was occupied by an Indian family. Then after that, the wife committed suicide inside." I was like, "Wife committed suicide?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "That's why after that, this new buyer bought it. I think they also can, feel the thing inside. That's why halfway the renovation they stopped, and then now the second owner want to start it off." I was like, "Oh, I see." So I was like, okay, so my hunch was right. This is another haunted house, so it's not my cup of tea. So after that, I told the agent that I find it not suitable. So that was my actually encounter with those haunted house in my past 12 years career in this real estate industry as both property investors and also consultant. And I think that I would like to also share another story which was quite recent, pretty recent, which was last year. One of my clients actually bought subsale houses as well. Okay, and when she bought this corner lot house, it was way below market value. I think almost 100k below market value. Okay, and when she bought this house, it was actually a very rundown house, without any open top. The rooftop was not there, and then there was some renovation halfway, and then after that the owner of this house suddenly ran out of cash, cannot continue the renovation, and then want to start it off. So this client thought that, based on numbers, it looks good, and then this client also bought the stories that this owner ran out of cash to renovate. So she immediately She bought it. After that, when she has signed SPA and all that, then only she told me about the good deal that she has bought. So I was like, oh, based on numbers, it was really a good deal, right? So okay, then after that, because this client, she herself was also into this ID and renovation industry, so she could actually save a lot in continuing with the renovation and doing up the houses. Then when this whole house is being finally completed with all the rooftop in and fencing up and all that, ready to be staged out to advertise for rental, she asked me to help her to rent it out. So finally, when I helped her to rent it out, when I looked at the pictures, the house looked pretty alright. Okay, so I even congratulated her. I said, "Hey, you've got a good deal, Okay. Then before long, when the tenant lived in the house, I think less than a week, this tenant actually contacted me, and this tenant asked me a very weird question. He said, "Hey, can I know last time this house who was staying inside?" So I told this tenant, I said, "I'm not very sure, but what I heard from this owner is that last time when she bought from the previous seller, this house was not occupied, it was renovated halfway. So before that, who was occupying, I got no idea. I think the current owner also got no idea." Then after that, this tenant told me that he actually went to ask around the neighbors. The neighbors told him that this house was occupied for the past 20 years, more than 20 years already. Then when he probed further why, he said it seems that this house last time there was like some sort of pandemic as well, and then it killed the whole family inside the house. And then ever since then, whoever who bought over this house, it seems to be unable to stay inside. It seems that inside got things to kacau them, So then only I realized, that was the reason why my client told me when she bought over this house the rooftop was also open up, which causes the flooring tiles to have stain inside due to rain, shower and sunlight continuously shine into the flooring for continuous period of time. Then by this tenant told me that he find it very uncomfortable when he stayed inside. He said his baby keep crying, then they always argue, and then at night time they even got sound, when they are all sound asleep, they will like sound like there were like something outside, So he said he don't think so he can continue to stay inside. Then after that I said, okay, no worry, let me try to talk to the owner and try to understand and convey a message to this owner. So when I told my client this, my client said, okay. Then my client said, okay, she's going to engage someone who knows how to see whether the house is it haunted or not, to verify if, let's say, the house is really haunted. And after that, this guy managed to get her own feng shui master to see, and really indeed the feng shui master told her that there is actually a Malay family soul inside that house, and they were still there because they found no way to reach the light to go for reincarnation, So after that, this client's feng shui master actually helped to gather all this soul to go to the rightful place that they are supposed to go to. And then the feng shui master told my client that, hey, this house is now safe to stay. But when I told this to this tenant, I said the owner has already asked someone to do the clean up the spirit in this house, and then if you want to continue to stay, you can. Of course, the tenant said no lah. So after that, my client asked me that you can actually find a new tenant for me already. So I was like, oh, okay. But until now, still no new tenant yet lah, because me myself also a bit scared want to rent out this kind of house. Okay. So what have you learned from my sharing here today? For myself, I've learned is that whenever you go and view a house, if you have those chilly goosebump feeling, quite close, I would say 90% that there is really something inside the house. So if you are not that kind of adventurous property investors and you want to stay away from this kind of property, but you want to double confirm because it's a good deal, always get a feng shui master or master can help you to double confirm, verify whether is this house really haunted or not. Okay. Then secondly, whenever you see a house that with a rooftop open up, and then renovation stop halfway, it's quite highly possible that that house has got that thing as well. Okay, so if you would like to stay away from this kind of houses, be it for own stay, definitely no. If you're not as an adventurous investor as me, these are the red flags to tell you that this house possibly haunted. Okay, that's my sharing for today. Thanks for watching. If you guys find it entertaining, okay, I appreciate you guys to give me a like on this video, a thumbs up, as it would actually mean a lot to me and also help in the YouTube algorithm. And till then, see you guys again. If there's any video that you guys prefer to listen to, do let me know. PM down here to let me know. And meantime, stay safe, and as always, invest safe. Bye.